Hi, my name's Murray Parr. Look, I've been living on the far north coast of New South Wales for the last 41 years. I arrived here when I was about 18. I'm 59 this year, and I've been in business all that time. I'm married, I've got kids, and I've got grandkids. I've enjoyed 30 odd years of that of baking. I've owned 4 different bakeries in my life. I owned the first bakery at Lennox Head. For all those people who haven't been to Lennox Head for a long time or can remember, they were great days back in those days. But after 30 odd years of baking, I just got tired of it. You know, I looked at old bakers and I thought, they're just getting crusty, those old fellas. And at the end of the day, you know, I just thought I need to change. So I got to about 40 and I thought, what am I going to do now? I need to change my career. And people were saying, why would you change, mate? Your bakery's great. You know, why would you want to go at 40 and change your life? And I thought, I don't know, I'm just tired of what I'm doing. And I just thought, well, what else can I do? And I said to actually my wife, I said, do you reckon I'd be any good at a massage therapist? She said, I think you'd be great at that. She said, you've got really big hands. And I went, oh, okay, I'll give that a try. So I jumped online, had a bit of a look around to see what colleges are around, found one at Southport on the Gold Coast. And every Wednesday I used to drive up there for 2 years, and finally I got my remedial massage diploma and opened up my own clinic. I still had the bakery then, so I actually used to work day and night. And I thought, well, you know, when I get enough clients coming through for the clinic, then I'll just move on and I'll sell the bakery, which basically took me 7 years. Eventually I got enough income coming in from the remedial massage, I sold the bakery, and then for the next 18 years I'd gone from massaging buns to bums, basically, for the next 18 or so years. And whilst I was really good at it and a lot of great feedback, I did notice that there were quite a lot of people coming through with a lot of, well, just stuff, circumstances of life, dragging them down, worries, but it was manifesting in their bodies. Shoulders, jaw, elbows, all sorts of things. And I asked the question a lot of the time, I said, when did this happen? Did you have a significant emotional event or anything like that that happened before you got the sore shoulder or whatever it was that we were talking about? And often, in fact, 98% of the time, there was something, a significant emotional event that started something happening in a person's body, physically wise. And so I started to look into that and discovered a great deal about what goes on in here directly affects what's going on in the body, basically putting the body in a state of dis-ease. And I pronounced that exactly the way that I wanted to pronounce it, dis-ease of some sort. And I thought, well, I need to upskill again. So back here about 2.5 years ago, I jumped online again, I had a look around, came across this amazing company, 35 years or 36 years now, first ones to come to Australia, called the Tad James Company, who bought this little word called NLP, and I thought, what the heck is that? NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I mean, how do you even put that in an ad? I'm not even going to try and discuss that with you right now. But I knew that I had to go down and then upskill so that I could be better at what I did in my massage clinic. And I thought, okay, so I'm going to be looking after people's bodies, but I'm going to also then begin to massage people's heads. So I went down, I learned all these skills, I went through the prac course, the master prac course, the trainer's course, and in the end, I went as high as I could, I got all the skills that I needed, and I came back and I added that to my clinic. Well, since then, I've stepped out of the massage clinic now, and I'm just basically sitting with people and just hearing a little bit of their story and beginning then to help them work out the sort of things that are stopping them from being their best selves. Interestingly enough though, I knew before I even went down to do these courses that I had stuff too. I've been carrying around for a long time that I was dumb. I discovered that there was a story inside my head that I hadn't even thought about. There was a time when I lit a bonfire when I was only about 5 years old, and this kid, Jamie Farr, tells me, he's about 6 years older than me, gives me a box of matches and says, here, strike the match and get the bonfire going at midday. I mean, who does that? Only probably a kid who's dumb. No, I traced it all the way back and I discovered I was only 5. How would I know? I didn't have the skills back then. So anyway, what I'm saying is I learned a whole lot of stuff about me. and I had a deep desire to actually open up my hood, have a look inside, and just check, what's my thinking like? What are the sort of things that are holding me back? What is the things that I want to achieve in my life? Is there any behaviours that I need to get rid of? Are there any fears that I'm holding that I didn't understand that I was holding? And all that sort of stuff came out. And once I got rid of my bag of anger and sadness and fear and guilt and I'm not good enough and I don't make enough money and all those, once I get rid of all of that, I can tell you what, it's so freeing. Actually, it's so freeing that you get such a direction in your life that you're going to actually go and stand on a beach and make a video and put it out there for everybody to see. Some of you may like it, some of you may not like it. You know what, at the end of the day, I don't care. Some of you who do have stuff, who want to pick up the phone and make a call and just have a 15-minute chat about whatever it is that's holding you back from being your most excellent self, call me. Just give me a call and I'll have a chat. That's all about. And then the next stage is come and have another chat, a bit more of a detailed chat. Once you've done that, I don't need to hear your story again. I just need to hear the strategies of how you're deciding not to be your best self so that we can go back in, reprogram that from the inside level so that you can go after all the things that you want. Basically, that's what I do in a nutshell. Help you to find some more strategies by asking you the very best questions that helps you to go inside yourself and ask yourself, how did I decide that? When did I decide it? What's the purpose of that? How specifically am I doing that? All these wonderful phrases and questions draw out of you exactly what I need to know. How are you deciding not to be your best self? It's all about cause and effect, what you focus on, but we'll talk about all that sort of stuff the next time I see you. Give us a call when you're ready. How about tomorrow or the next day?